Can you tell us briefly about Fresh Chili's BFCM campaign and kind of which offers you're planning to launch and why?
Yes, this is going to be the second year that we're not really offering like your traditional discount. We're trying to offer value to new customers, and there's two ways that we're doing that. Last year, we launched a Revo's Fresh Chili membership and through Revo. And what that looked like, it was a one-time fee to address our customers' biggest or new customers' biggest pain problems, which is why do customers not buy? Well, shipping's too high, or it's expensive. So those were the two main reasons. So what we started to do with our Fresh Chili membership is we started to offer, okay, you get free shipping every order if you're a member, you get 20% off every order if you're a member, and you also get $10 store credit, you get some cash back, and you also get exclusive product drops. And so we really focused on providing value. And again, to a new customer who maybe hasn't tried our product, that, um, you know, is something where they can still subscribe. We still have your traditional subscriber, where you can get 20% off. But we thought of offering it this way, then, especially with the customer experience that we have and reviews that we have, we could really show that value up front. The second thing that we're doing this year is a $100,000 giveaway through shared sweeps. So that's something that we're really excited about with new customers. So we're not doing a traditional, discount offer. We're trying to offer value and offer some giveaways. And again, as an owner operator, we are very focused on profit this year. And so that is something where, again, we're sort of past, the building phase of our company. This will be our sixth year. And so we're really trying to focus on profit this last quarter.
We're all about that. I mean, that's yeah, you can't lose when you're going for profit. And also it's
Yeah.
sometimes it's really important to just preserve your brand, and
Right.
oftentimes I remember recently I listened to it was a podcast or something, and they were
Hmm.
talking about a study that happened about a company that put out a certain product at a certain price point and it wasn't selling.
Hmm.
So then
Right.
they discounted it and it still wasn't selling. And one of their
Right.
advisors said, "I want you to double the price." Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Right.
like it's not going to. They're like, no, double the price, and it sold out immediately. And what
Hmm.
he said is that the perceived value sometimes is much more important, than the financial considerations. So for you preserving, the value of your brand, you don't have to necessarily, give all these discounts and left and right. Sometimes it's a big thing that works, and sometimes you want to preserve it, especially when you're, you've been around for a while.
Hmm.
Um, so we've noticed that about $370 million is going to be spent daily on Facebook
Hmm.
ads during the
Hmm.
Black Friday whole extravaganza. So how do you plan
Hmm.
to stand out at Fresh Chili?
Hmm. We've always stood out with our story. That's what we focus on day in and day out. I shared a screenshot the other day on Twitter that we had a 4.22 ROAS on election day. Everyone else was getting slaughtered. And again, we were just focused on our story, and we're not chasing trends. We're not chasing sales. We're not chasing, different cycles. We believe in, storytelling. Now, are we going to increase our ad spend? Of course, we're going to increase our ad spend, but we're going to be focused on sharing the farm to jar process, taking people to the farm in our videos, taking them into the kitchen, showing them how the product is made, showing them the shipping department. Our shipping department is shipping out next day. We do all in-house fulfillment ourselves. And so we're really stepping up our game to make sure that we are delivering value on all fronts and telling that story. I think also too, like, we'll do this through like a lot of videos and carousel ads, especially for, someone who's in that 30 to 60 day cycle of purchasing. Okay, what else do we have to offer them? And then we'll also use the membership opportunities through our email automations as well um, to really let educate people that, hey, we're not doing discounts. We don't really offer discounts, but if you want the biggest discount, which is 20% off, you can become a subscriber or you can become a member. And that's how we really try to do it, is through kind of that education and entertainment of our story.
What do you think is it about the story that draws people in?
We're just authentic. I mean, my partner and I, we looked at, the camera in the eye and we're just having a conversation. I mean, we're just down to earth people. We're genuine. You can come visit us, I mean, I'm at the farmer's market every Saturday. You can walk into a store and I'll interact with you. And so I think there's a lot of like pride about New Mexico. I mean, a lot of people, when they think New Mexico, they think Breaking Bad, which is a great TV show, but it's not necessarily representative of our state overall. We're really the chili
That's
capital
good
of
to
the
know.
world. Yeah, I know, right?
They
We're the
serve a
chili
different
capital.
product.
Exactly, exactly. I mean, it is addictive, green chili, but we're telling the story of the region, and the customers really resonate with that authenticity.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Um, so you, on the back end of Black
Hmm.
Friday, like what strategies are you going to use to kind of keep the momentum going past Black Friday and maybe limit the drop off that
Hmm.
typically happens?
Yeah, I was looking at the numbers on Monday, actually. I was kind of looking, okay, December, kind of that Q5, what can we do? I think there is some like opportunities where we can look at some maybe any excess inventory that we have and, potentially, bundle it in a way, to existing members and subscribers first, not necessarily to new customers. Again, we want to offer as if you're a customer, we want to give you as much value as possible. And so, like, if there are discounts or savings to be had within the company, we're going to our members and subscribers first. And I think that's really important because, you know, if you go online and look at our Facebook page and you see all the comments and likes and shares, or if you join our 30,000 member Facebook cooking group and you see all the interaction of our customers, you're joining a community. And that's ultimately what we're trying to do at the end of the day is it starts with our story in our region. But ultimately, when you think of food and families and friends, it's about bringing them together over your favorite recipes. And so, what we do with our cooking group is we choose a weekly winner every week. And then, after the year is complete, we put together a cookbook with 52 of those winners' recipes. And all of a sudden, now it becomes the customer story. It's not our story necessarily, but it's our customer story. And so, we try to offer value and we think through like loyalty and retention in all those ways. And so Q5 maybe is not, you know, if they purchased during Black Friday and you look at your repeat purchase rate in Q5, sometimes it's just about focusing more on retention and loyalty, and kind of that thought manner.
I love it. I love it. It's, pushing them towards that membership,
Hmm.
the community aspect. I think that's so important. And that kind of
Hmm.
drives, I mean, we're not even talking about referrals, but I mean, if somebody
Right.
really loves being a part of something and it gives them
Right.
joy and they love it, then they're going to be like, hey, they're going to tell all their friends, which can also, contribute towards the growth. And I
Hmm.
guess for the last one, like what advice would you give to merchants for this Black Friday? At least something maybe that stood out to you, maybe through, the past.
Yeah. You got to protect your bottom line. You're in business to turn a profit. And again, um, I like what you said earlier, where like if you feel like maybe it's not working with your price point or even discounting it, do something different this year that's going to help you turn a profit this year.
Profit, profit. I mean, we're in
Mhm.
business, right? So the whole thing is
Right,
to make a profit. Sometimes
right,
take a little hit up front, but the goal is to make sure
mhm,
that it's in your pocket at the end of the day. All
right.
right, Chris, thank you so much for your
You're
time.
welcome.
Where can people find you?
Yeah, at the Fresh Chili Co. on socials and at Chris Lang Social across socials.